Oh, okay, so what's up, y'all? This is another article I wanted to do. I wanted to do this actually like over a week ago, but you know, like I said before in my other video, I was pretty damn busy, so I couldn't exactly sit down and you know make these videos because busy and being tired and just being generally lazy and editing and all that other crap. So this has been with all my channels. I'm gonna try to get back on pace with all three of my channels: Miss Lady Loves Gaming, Brown Sugar Candy 2007, and Sugary Girl Candy 2012. But let me read this article that I found quite interesting about 2 weeks about 2 weeks ago, and then I was supposed to make a video about it a week ago. Okay, so let's read this fuckery. If you read the title, then you should already know what I'm about to start talking about and what I'm about to start reading. So let me read this, and then I'll give you guys my commentary over what I think about it. It's probably not gonna be good, but it says DmC, Devil May Cry is going to fall well short of Capcom's initial expectations for the game. Capcom had originally forecast sales of 2 million units by the end of this financial year. Actually, Capcom has so much confidence in the DmC series that they actually had it at 5 million, and then when they started seeing all of the you know, the shit that the game started getting, you know, the controversy and stuff, well, let me just say this. First of all, Capcom actually admitted to, you know, wanting controversy, because that's why they said they changed Dante's appearance. They said, you know, we actually want some controversy because then it'll actually boost the game. But, you know, that controversy has did more than just, if anything, it didn't boost anything. If anything, it just made people just go, I don't know, just wild out and just shake their heads to what the fuck were Capcom thinking when they thought it'd be a good idea to want some controversy. So yeah, he kind of got that part wrong. They actually had it at 5 million, and then because they had so much confidence in the DmC series, and you know, they thought, you know, it was going to sell that much, and then they cut it into 2 million, and now, as this part reads, that has now been lowered to just 1.2 units. 1.2 million units. So they cut it from 5 million to 2 million to now 1.2 million because they seen what was happening. And I'm gonna tell you guys everything after I'm finished reading this article. In its first week on sale in the UK, the game sold just a third of the number of copies shifted by its predecessor, Devil May Cry 4, in the same time period. In Japan, it managed around half the sales of DmC4. Now, let me just say this first. If you like the new DmC4, hats off to you. Nobody should be beating you up for liking it, just as long as you're keeping it, you know, mature and, you know, playing your game and, you know, not worrying about what the fuck people are saying about the game, you know, because this is why I said on my other video why I decided to say screw being neutral and just being, you know, full on about liking the other, you know, the old DmCs, because I've just been seeing so many, you know, mainly the critics that have been damning old fans since the damn game was fucking announced, since the first trailer came out. And every time anyone brings up any legit arguments, they always break it down to, oh, you're just mad because of his hair, oh, you're just mad because of his appearance, and blah blah blah. Like somebody had said on the comment section of the video, like he said, when someone decides it'd be a good idea to bring the hair into an argument is when I stop taking them seriously. And I agree with that. If people are still breaking it down to people being mad about the hair after the fucking game was announced in 2010, then you need to get a fucking life and do whatever, dude, because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Even after people have pointed out things wrong with the game, and the fact that the developer said there is no fix coming to the console versions of the game, with the PS3 version being the worst due to the fact that the developer said that they worked on it for the 360 and they ported it over to the consoles. And from every video I've seen, most of the problems reside on the PlayStation 3 version, so that's even all the more reason, to not get the game. Problems, and I don't have time for video games to be messing up my PS3, because as you guys know, I am on my second PS3 due to my other one kicking it on me because of it being a certain model, so I was told as the guy was repairing it. So yeah, let me finish reading this. It's potentially a sad end to a tale brought about very much by the fans themselves. Like, who sits here and blame the fans for something you guys caused? Like, for years and for months, you would hear these critics and the developers on their Twitter, aka Ninja Theory, screaming "fuck the haters," aka the haters being the old fans of the series and blah blah blah. Then you had Capcom wanting controversy, and then you had critics. You had the lead designer of the game saying when he asked, when he was asked, what do you think about the fans' reactions to your new character, your new Dante? And he was like very cocky with it, and he took his little puff cigarette and he puffed a little smoke out and he said, "I don't care." Yeah, that's something to say towards potential buyers, because usually old fans are usually almost guaranteed, you're gonna get some sales, but to come off cocky and you haven't exactly made a AAA game. Let's see, they made Heavenly Sword, and even then I read that they had to have developers coming from Santa Monica coming to help them out with their writing. So if you played Heavenly Sword, just know that the writing isn't of Ninja Theory. The writing is outsourced from other developers from other Sony, and when Sony had them under their belt, it was from other developers, not from Ninja Theory. They've only made 2 games. You have no reason, unless you have a continued success of games and your company's highly praised, and I'm like, okay, maybe come off a little bit cocky, but when you haven't made a game yet that's AAA and that's gotten fan praise, critic praise, and all that other stuff, then you have no reason to be cocky. You need to have a seat and be quiet, because these are the people you're trying to get to be your fans, not push them away. And to say that the fans caused it after the whole Capcom wanting controversy by changing his appearance, Ninja Theory saying "fuck the haters," to me saying he didn't care about fans' reaction to his Dante. The people that's going to be buying your game, you don't care what they think, and the fact that when people have legitimate arguments, these critics and developers were only breaking it down to the fact that you're just mad because of the hair, which I found to be really immature. And if you watch a few of their interviews, they come off as almost worse than pre-teens. And if you really think about it, they say old fans cry about the hair, like you guys, they're worrying more about the hair than the actual fans. Like, the mention of hair has been mentioned by critics and others more than it has been mentioned by old fans, because that's the only thing they have to sit on is the fucking hair. The fucking hair. Like, it stopped being about that after the first trailer came out. Like, oh my goodness. I just really don't see how they couldn't see this shit coming. Like, seriously. And he says, anyone who played Devil May Cry 4 must surely have seen how desperately the IP needed an injection of new ideas and modernization. Rain check. As it's been said many fucking times, Devil May Cry 4 or the Devil May Cry series didn't need a fucking reboot. You want to see the ideas that it had was in Devil May Cry 4, which they just scrapped and kicked to the side and said, okay, they don't like it. No. The only thing people didn't like about Devil May Cry, a few others, was the fact that we had to backtrack, and the fact that we played as Dante as a second character. Honestly, I didn't really mind it. With all the assortment of moves and come on, dude. But that's what I've read the most and seen the most on videos. It said, the same thing I'm thinking. I didn't personally find anything wrong with Devil May Cry 4. I would have liked for it to be finished and to know more about Nero and his origins, and you know, it's just so many unanswered things that I want to be answered. You know what I'm saying? Finishing a story, not finishing a story before you just saying needed a reboot. Like, it hasn't even been in the game that long to say, oh, the game needs a reboot. You know, it's only had a span of 4 games, and to say it desperately needed an injection of new ideas, and because the fact that this game didn't really bring any new ideas more than strip them out, it's the stupidest thing to be said. And at that, the call Ninja Theory skillful, is quite funny, because like I said before, they've not made a AAA game yet, or a game that's sold to the point where they'd be like, oh my god, you know, we can be cocky and blah 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 and stuff. You would just sit there and wonder, first of all, you sit there and wonder why the hell did Capcom choose them out of all developers to make the next Devil May Cry game? People that didn't give a fuck about the old Dante, people that continuously dissed Dante's old look, and then like just being straight hypocrites, you know, talking about the way old Dante looked in all the previous games, saying his look isn't cool, having white hair isn't cool, he's he'd get laughed out of a bar outside of Japan. When, I don't know about y'all, but I like when certain things have that Japanese touch to it, because it just makes it so much fucking better. Just like, I don't know if y'all know, but I'm like a huge anime fan. I've been watching that shit since I was small, and it started out watching movies and stuff like that. One of them called 3x3 Eyes. It's a very, very old movie, but I just love when it has that Japanese touch to it. Maybe cheesy, maybe whatever, but I like that shit. Okay, so it's whatever. And it does, yeah. Okay, never mind. I was going to mention something else, but never mind. But I just like when it has that Japanese touch to it, and for them to take the game and westernize it and take things out, and instead of improving upon what was in the previous games and stuff like that, it's just bad for the series. This game is going to be looked at as a Devil May Cry 2. It never happened. Because when people mention Devil May Cry games, they always only mention Devil May Cry 1. Then they say Devil May Cry 2 never happened. And then they'll say Devil May Cry 3 and Devil May Cry 4. So this is basically what this game is like, a Devil May Cry 2. It should have never happened. Devil May Cry 2 was made by a different company, different group of people. So I think I ran it on a part. Okay, let me see. He said, yet the fans revolted because Capcom dared to reinvent its IP for the 21st century and dared to change the color of Dante's hair. It's really very sad. And it's funny that he would say reinvent, because like I said, if you type in Google and you look up Capcom wanted the controversy for Devil May Cry, hence why they changed his appearance, then you would know that they brought it on themselves. So you can't sit up here blaming fans for something you guys been saying for so long. If you don't like it, then don't buy it. Don't like it, don't buy it. And people spoke with their wallets, and now the people are being blamed for not buying the game. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. A headline suggested by a colleague: Devil May Cry fans destroy brand out of spite. That about covers it. Destroys the brand out of spite is a bunch of bullshit, because everything I just mentioned about the developers acting like a bunch of preteens, the lead developer acting like a cocky bastard, just being generally disrespectful to the series, being generally disrespectful to the old fans, and just generally being disrespectful douchebags, was all brought on by they all brought it on themselves. So you can't sit up here and blame people for doing what the fuck you told them to do, not buying the fucking game. So if anybody is to blame for this game failing, it's the developers, Capcom, Ninja Theory, and it's the critics for always breaking everything down to just people complaining about fucking hair when it stopped being about fucking hair back in 2010. And let me see. Let me check to see where this is at. Okay, 14 minutes, holy shit. And I'm probably gonna get some people that, well, you know what, let me say this. There's nothing anybody can convince I mean, anybody can say to get me to pick up this game, because like I said before in my previous video, the only way I'll touch this game is if it's dirt cheap. And when I mean dirt cheap, I'm talking dirt cheap, like 10 bucks, 5 bucks. Or if somebody was to buy it for me, and that's the only way I'd ever get it, because I can't see myself paying full price for this shit. I don't give a... And at that, they're putting things that should have been in... Okay, never mind, I'm not even going to mention that. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know, just screwing up the characters. Okay, you know, DmC stories have never been anything astounding, but you know, it's not like they were screaming, oh, DmC stories are going to be the best ever. And NT were so cocky with everything, you know, they were so cocky with the game that they even try to compare this to Shakespeare. This would be very Shakespearean. No. Saying fuck you back and forth and constantly being an arrogant, I like the fucks lores D-bag is not Shakespearean and should never have been compared to Shakespeare. Never should have been brought the fuck up. So, I guess that's what I'm going to end it with. If you guys want to find this, I'm not going to leave a link. If you want to find it, just type in critics blame fans for low sales of Devil May Cry, and you'll see it. Let me see, something I want to say and I want to say before. Let me see where this is at. Okay, it's at 16 minutes. Holy shit. Oh crap. Okay, I don't know, so, oh yeah, okay. So, I don't really want to hear anybody coming at me with the bullshit. If you haven't tried it, then don't, you don't even need to fucking play this game to see how terrible it is. You can look on YouTube and look up everything. You can't ask me to play it. I've already watched a whole walkthrough of this game on YouTube. And by walkthrough, I mean gameplay and all. So, there's no reason for me to, no. So yeah, if you feel like you're going to leave any insulting things down below after everything I've just said in this video, then I guess feel free to, but just know that you will be blocked, because I don't hesitate in blocking people. So if you're going to come at me, then try to come at me in a respectful manner, like you would want me to respect your comment. Respect my video and I'll respect your comment. Plain and simple. You know, we can discuss, we can have a discussion, but the only way to have a discussion is if you come at me and only way we can have a discussion is if you don't come at me in a douchebag way, because I've gotten that on my last Devil May Cry videos. A few butthurt people, you shouldn't be talking shit about it. You haven't played it and blah 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 bullshit. Okay. Please, I don't need to hear that. I've heard it too many fucking times. No, I don't need to fucking play it. What the fuck is the purpose of a demo? Isn't a demo... I mean, you can't say we haven't tried it, right? If you played the fucking demo, you have pretty much tried it, right? And the purpose of a demo is to see if you want to pick that game up or not. Well, guess what? I don't want to pick it up. And if I pick it up, it's going to be dirt fucking cheap. We're talking $5-10 bucks. No, maybe not even 10 bucks. Ooh. Yeah. Probably cheaper. Yeah, it's gonna be dirt cheap. But if you guys have been keeping up with this game and all the controversy that, you know, has been surrounding it and all the other blah 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 whatever stuff, then leave your thoughts down below. What you think of the new some of the new DmC fans and the way they've been acting and following what the critics have been saying about old DmC fans just complaining about the hair, or just complaining in general, even when there's blatant evidence on YouTube and YouTube videos. And just generally what you think of you know, Capcom's attitude, you know, the way they've been treating their games. You know, I mean, a lot of people personally didn't like Resident Evil 6, but I liked it. I guess I liked it because of the fact that I played with my brother, so maybe that's why I liked it. So I don't know. But yeah, leave your thoughts down below what you think of this situation and blah blah blah. I'm gonna stop this because this video has gotten extremely long. So I'll see you guys on the next video. So deuces for now and talk to you later.